Hello, and on this edition of Bad Things Worse, we will be covering Candyland.
Hey, welcome. We are your hosts, Dad and Judah, and we are here making something that's a little bit bad and making it much, much worse.
So, the special thing about Candyland, it's all like predestined, isn't it?
Yeah, 100% predestined. So, like most games, there's some element of chance while you're in the game. So you can make choices, choose different paths, like roll a dice, something like that. Candyland is 100%. You mix the cards together, you put them down, and that is the order you're gonna play in. And so before you even start the game, it is already determined what is going to happen. And it's something that's like from a playing standpoint, if you are an adult, isn't that fun. But I think when you're a kid, it's a pretty simple game to choose. So I'm not sure how we're gonna make this one worse actually, because we could make it worse by making it super random, or we could keep that predeterministic nature of it and just make it much worse for children that love the game.
What if we gave it. Okay. So, we want to make it worse for children, and it's already bad for adults. So, we want to keep the part that's bad for adults.
Right, the deterministic nature of it.
So, we need to make it so it's really, really complex or extra factors that just don't need to be there.
If.
Like every fifth card,
Uh-huh.
a lava tile randomly appears, and you have to roll like, what is it, a 100-sided dice.
If there's a dice involved with it, you've gotten rid of the deterministic nature of the game, though. I'm okay getting rid of the deterministic nature of this game, but that is definitely like there's a fork in the road for how we're gonna make this game terrible.
Yeah.
So.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, let's talk through it and just see what makes sense to us, but we need to keep that as a factor. I think that adding in cards that do terrible things would definitely be something that would frustrate this game.
Oh, yeah, what if there's like a lava? I still want lava.
There can definitely be lava. So you happily, or like you get like a double green and you're happily moving along, and then you pick up a lava piece. What happens when you hit lava?
Well, I was thinking, what if all the red pieces? What if all the red things?
Whenever you get red,
you go back to the start.
You just go back to the start.
Yes.
That would be awful. Yeah.
And then whenever you run out of cards, everyone has to, I don't know.
You flip the thing back around. There's just plenty of cards.
Yeah, I guess so.
We're making this thing
and there's also the special cards. It was like,
yeah.
What did you drop? Okay, whatever. But there's like Candyland has like there's the candy cane, which teleports you wherever you want. What if we made this? So I want to keep those cards and add more of them. However, instead of adding them like near the end where they advance you really good, what if we add them like all near the beginning?
Okay, so
you can be at the last square and get like a gumdrop and go to the second square.
They're only terrible.
And then there's one that just sends you straight to the end.
It's like, oh look, I got cinnamon sticks. Oh, that means that you're at the very beginning. Yeah. Right? All right, that would be pretty awful.
But there's one card in the entire deck that just teleports you to like the final to last space.
Okay.
And then we need negative spaces.
Oh, so like not only.
What if whenever you got it right, you went back like, I don't know, 10 spaces? But if you go past like before the start, there's a negative side.
Ooh, I like that. Where you're starting somewhere, but then like. What if it was like a troll where like you don't realize it when you're starting the game, and then it's like, oh, sorry, little Timmy, you got -10 on that one. You have to go not only from the beginning, and then you flip out more of the board underneath like that comes out, and it's like you got more spices that you have to go on.
And they all just do like terrible things.
Ooh, and so this like again, it doesn't mess with the deterministic nature, but like with binary, you can actually like count really really high with only a few things. And so like once you get into the spaces that like are going backwards, like you have to count in binary. So you can actually like if you go all the way back, like you're like -256 spaces or something, even though like this board is only like a little bit. It's like, sorry, little Timmy, we're keeping track over here with our bits and our bytes. You're forcing the kid to learn how to read in binary.
Oh, well, I had another idea. What if the reds? So you said like you were talking about how it just. What if instead of making you just go back a set number, you know how you normally get forward whenever you get them to the farthest space forward? What if you went to the farthest space back and there's like triple reds or quadruple reds?
So But how would you ever win?
You don't.
You just have to get that one card.
Yeah, you just have to get that one
you,
card.
That was oh, I love it. So the only way to win actually is to get that card, and it's in the deck. So somebody's gonna win, but that's it. Like everything else about the game is just like an exercise in futility. Actually, I love this because it actually is sort of like the actual game where like it's already predestined, right? Like somebody's gonna get that card and they're gonna win. Like somebody's already got like the predestined like
but what if it just
starting spot.
Yeah.
I love that.
But
We can call it Futile Candyland.
But what if there's also a card that just like swaps your places?
I'm sorry?
So what if there's a card that just like swaps your places on the board?
Okay. I can get behind that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can get the card. Yes, I'm about to win. Swap.
But how would that swap work? So like the next player has the swap?
No, I want to
Piece?
add some random element, so it's not predestined.
You want to get rid of the deterministic nature of it?
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right, let's talk through that.
I want some sort of dumb dice. It's just gonna make it impossible.
It's already impossible though because you're going like every time you hit red, like you go backwards. Like, how would you ever win this game?
Let's just leave that one
true.
that sends you straight to the end, and let's just make it easier. So what if reds? There's not like triple wedge or quadruple reds. There's still negatives, but not.
Okay. All right. How do you get the negative cards again? How do you go backwards?
Red. Any reds. Normally you go to like, so if you got one red, then you go to the farthest red.
Okay.
But this time you're going to the farthest back red.
Okay, so red always is reverse.
Yes.
Got it. All right, I was missing that part. Okay, so you always go in reverse as red, and you can have negative.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right.
And then there's also like, there's some like shortcuts, I think.
Yeah.
What if there's shortcuts? However, there's like there's a chance.
Ah, shucks.
What happened?
I don't know.
Oops. Sorry, our car is. We're doing this.
Our car decided to wake up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. It was interested in our podcast.
Yeah. We can cut that part out.
Nah, let's leave it in.
All right. Deal.
Well, what were we talking about? Oh yeah. So like, what if there was every time? What was I saying? Man, car. Why'd you have to do that?
Yeah.
Truck. Car, whatever. But what was I talking about again? Do you remember?
So you're talking about the red pieces going backwards.
Okay, so the red pieces go back. Oh, the shortcuts. So what if there's like a shortcut? However, there's like two shortcuts in a space, and you have to like flip a coin or something. What if there's like 6 different shortcuts? Then you can either put you like really far or like in the negatives, and you have to like roll a dice to see where you go.
Okay.
There's 4 different ones.
Okay.
So you can either go.
And like it's like your odds are way stacked against you in this game, right?
Yeah.
So like you have like a 1 in 4 chance of actually going.
You have a 1 in 4 chance of going a little bit forward. You have a 1 in 4 chance of going like a little bit backwards. A 1 in 4 chance of going all the way to the start, and a 1 in 4 chance of going to like the negatives.
Negative 256.
Negative 100. It only goes to negative 100.
Okay.
Also.
All right.
And then there's I don't know.
Okay. So, and these are just like random spaces like along the way that you just wish that you're just praying that you don't hit.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't imagine any kid playing this game at this point or any adult. Like, all right, little Timmy, let's play it. let's play Futile Candyland. Yay, Futile Candyland. I hope I don't get red.
Imagine getting like a double red at the
Going way back.
Or getting like the best possible start card, but it leads you to a shortcut and you go like to negative 100.
So I guess in my mind, like, you know, Candyland's like this really colorful game where like everything's colorful. But if you go into the negatives, it's just gray. Like,
I was just about to say.
It's like, oh, you're in the underworld, Timmy. Like, Candyland has an underworld? Yeah, you're trying to go to the cloud sky. Don't go to the underworld, Timmy.
If it progressively gets more colorful from negatives to positive.
it's like, oh man. Oh.
It starts off completely black and starts getting more colorful.
As you go up?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yep. This is sounding more and more like C.S. Lewis's Great Divorce than it does Candyland to me, but all right. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Let's see. All right, so we have added some level of element, but still made it a deterministic game for the most part.
Yes.
We have made it so that
it's unfair against all players.
It's incredibly unfair.
It's hard to wait. We need one more element to make it harder to learn.
I still kind of like the fact that like one person gets the winning card basically, and the game's over.
No.
Like, that aspect of this game like is kind of funny to me.
Sure, but let's have like twice as many cards. So it's like.
I mean, we can have like 4 times as many cards.
And then have it like impossible. Imagine that's the first card drawn.
Yeah, I mean,
no
it's possible.
No more swap cards, no.
But see, that's why it would be a bad game, because like you start this game and it's gonna take forever. But is it gonna take like 5 seconds or is it gonna take 5 hours? And you don't know because that winning card is somewhere in the deck, right? And so like the whole pace of the game is completely unknown. If you play the regular Candyland, like it's pretty quick. You're gonna finish that game in 5 minutes. Like this Candyland, Futile Candyland, you don't know. You just don't know.
Oh, and I also have another idea.
Yeah.
What if we made it so like I still want it to be like kind of. So we need 2 more things. I want some like absurd element that's just like you have to constantly keep track of, or else you get a punishment. Just so you have to like have this also. Just to make it harder and harder to learn.
Okay.
And also, I think I want to add a, so you kind of might be able to win without just a win card.
Okay.
Like maybe there's triple greens or something.
All right, triple greens.
Just
also, if we wanted to make it something that I personally don't like, we could put a water world in it, just like in Mario.
Oh my goodness.
That's a little inside joke for our listeners.
Yeah, so...
I don't like water worlds on Mario. Because the physics annoy me. All right.
I think this is pretty bad. This is pretty worse.
I think that we have made a slightly bad game incredibly terrible.
So Futile Candyland?
A Futile Candyland.
What's a better...
I think Candyland... Yeah, I think Futile Candyland kind of lands, actually. Like, that to me, like, is a...
Futile Candyland kind of lands!
I know, that pun totally unintended. I'm sorry, listeners. I'm sorry. That one was awful. Yeah. All right. Good to go?
Yeah, I think we are.
All right, let's ship it. Thanks for listening.